Order fries.
Boss man, hey, there was a cockroach in my bag, bro.
A cockroach? I'm so sorry. We've had like a pretty bad cockroach problem this week. The inspector's coming tomorrow. Nah, I don't know I'm gonna eat the other thing. That's weird, bro.
I was eating my fries and I took a bite of the burger and I felt something like rubbery. What the f is this, bro? I need free In-N-Out for the rest of the year, bro.
What the hell?
I hope you're not gonna give him a condom sandwich, because that's not okay.
Would you like a condom with your order, sir? I had a weird request.
What's up?
I like watching my wife sleep with other men. Is that something you would be interested in?
No, I'm good.
No, okay, sorry.
Just a prank, just a prank, just a prank. Good morning, everyone. Today's video is going to be a really sad case, unfortunately, because it involves a lawsuit. It's not even Klein, but instead it involves a prankster on YouTube who, in my opinion, is pretty funny, but sadly receiving a lawsuit for a recent prank he did 2 months ago. And a quick rundown of the story is that there's this guy on YouTube called Bryan Arnett, and he has over 300k subs on YouTube, and all he does, you know, is just like basic shit like this, just pranks. Not that bad, actually, in my opinion. But 2 months ago, he did a prank where he dressed up as like a In-N-Out burger employee, you know, serving customers. But the whole joke was that he did it on a Sunday, Easter Sunday. So any person that came in, you know, would come to like the drive-thru, the parking lot, and be like, "Can I get this, this, and this?" He's like, Huh? No, fuck you, it's a prank, you know, it's a Sunday, we're closed. Like, I say it like that, you know, like in an offensive way, but I watched the video, I watched some clips right now for a second, and in my opinion, the prank wasn't that bad. You know, I'll get you like the lawsuit part later, but even though in my opinion it wasn't that bad, it was quite funny, it seems that for the lawyer representing In-N-Out, it was very offensive, very gross, all that shit. And when I first came into, you know, I was playing like some really bad stuff, because with prank videos on YouTube, it can get, you know, quite iffy, very disgusting. But I'll put like some parts where, you know, it seems to be the most offensive, and I'll break down, you know, how in my opinion it's not that bad. I'll pull up 3 parts in particular that seem to be really bad. One where he claimed that a customer found a cockroach in a burger, very bad. Second of all, where he found a condom in another one, most disgusting. And third of all, where he asked the customer if he wants you to sleep with his wife as an employee. It seems really bad, but like, I promise you, it's way fun in delivery. Like, I feel like really bad for this guy, right? Because he himself and his video is really funny. But sadly, you know, he was served a lawsuit, a pretty bad one in my opinion. So I'll start by, you know, playing the actual video itself, because the intro was quite interesting, just funny.
So let me finish this order real quick, and then I'll get right to you.
Yeah, that's what, like, even before this video came out, right, there were people on Facebook being livid about this. I mean, in my opinion, they have every right to do so, because they were fucked by him, but at the same time, he was being pretty respectful, in my opinion, to them. Like, he wasn't like fucking dumping water on them. He was, you know, he's playing like a joke for a second, and at the end being like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, it's a prank video, we're not actually open. It's actually funny, dude, I'm sorry, it's not that bad."
He said he's calling the station.
And again, I don't want to be fake and be like, "Oh my god, he's a prankster, you know, he should be sued." Some people do deserve that, right, you know, because they go way too far. But this guy is an example of someone, you know, he does it like respectfully and doesn't go that far with it, in my opinion.
Today is Easter Sunday, and In-N-Out is closed, so I decided to take matters into my own hands and open up the drive-thru myself. Employee pranks have been around on YouTube for years, but it's kind of become my thing to open up drive-thrus while they're closed. I opened Chick-fil-A on a Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to hate this guy for like his previous pranks, that's fine, you know. He might have been an asshole then, but for this video in particular, he seemed fine, completely fine, in my opinion.
And then there was Raising Cane's, and that one did not end well.
Now that one might be fucked, you know, him opening a locked door. I mean, it was a shitty lock from what it seems, but even then, you probably ought not do that. But again, let me skip to like the actual, like, the worst 3 parts, because I don't want to like watch the whole video entirely, because in my opinion, it's not that bad, but it seems to be like actual 3 moments, as I said before, that really, you know, really piss off In-N-Out the most. So you have the guy on the right, who I believe is a friend of Bryan, and all he said to him, you know, just simply, "Hey man, I'm taking an order from a customer, come up to me and be like, 'Hey man, there's a fucking cockroach in this shit, what the fuck?'" Again, it's not that bad in my opinion.
And be like, "Sir, there was a cockroach in the bottom of my bag." Okay. Happy Easter, man. How you doing today? Let me get a double, Brody, and then order fries.
Boss man, hey, there was a cockroach in my bag, bro.
A cockroach?
Yeah, like what's going on here?
I'm so sorry. We've had like a pretty bad cockroach problem this week. The inspector's coming tomorrow.
I need free in and out for the rest of the year.
I'll give it to you.
2025.
Let me just handle this.
No, you gotta stop this order. I need a refund.
Just 1 second, man. Just 1 second.
No, listen.
So let me finish this order real quick, and then I'll get right to you.
I'm sorry, that's just funny. That's objectively funny, in my opinion. So, okay, so he doesn't show the actual cockroach. He just hams it up as if it's actually there. Now, from what I saw in the actual video, it seems that, you know, for most customers, he literally told them at the end, hey man, it's a prank, I don't actually work here, it's all on video, all that shit. Now, so every person involved in this, the viewer, the prankee, you know, the person getting pranked, they all understand it's a joke. It's just, you know, for a dumb video. It's just funny. But I guess, you know, even at that point, they were so offended by that they were like, they want you to sue him. I'm not gonna like argue the lawsuit because I'm not a lawyer, but I just feel so bad for this guy because he made like actually a pretty good video, and now he's getting fucked in the ass for it. And for this one, it's the same thing, but now this guy found a condom inside it.
Fuck, bro. I was eating my fries and I took a bite of the burger and I felt something like rubbery. What the fuck is this, bro?
Oh my gosh. Is that a condom?
I fucking start chewing and I'm thinking it's like a piece of lettuce, and I need free in and out for the rest of the year, bro.
What the hell?
I hope you're not gonna give him a condom sandwich, because that's not okay.
Would you like a condom with your order, sir?
Come on, bro. It's not funny. It's
Oh
not
my
funny.
God.
I literally bit into that. Like, I think I have a piece stuck in my... You see it right here?
Here, do it again.
Come on, bro.
That's just fun. That's just funny. I'm not gonna be like, you know, oh my god, this is just disgusting. How dare he? That's funny. I think that one in particular went a bit too far, maybe, because he showed it physically. But again, from my understanding, right, he told most people there in that video, the customers, that was a prank. So like, there was no actual, like, you know, misreading that, like, oh my god, this is real. They found actual cockroaches and condoms in there. Like, if you go back to the intro, every person there being angry at him was more so livid because they were being recorded, all that stuff. I understand that. But again, from what I saw, nobody seems to be believing actually that there was a condom or cockroach in this shit, all that stuff. I showed like the last clip, you know, where it was apparently being offensive by showing like by having the guy as a customer, hey man, do you want to sleep with my wife? That one's even funny as well.
I had a weird request.
What's up?
I like watching my wife sleep with other men. Is that something you would be interested in?
No, I'm good.
No? Okay, sorry.
It just fucking cuts there, nothing else. Oh my god. I've seen much worse prank videos. This one is like on the low end. I'll finish up with one more part. I think, you know, I haven't seen like this part brought up like in articles, but it seems, you know, in my opinion, you know, like this was the one that might have gone a bit too far, where he went to an actual open In-N-Out place, a restaurant, and he told one of the customers, hey man, it's my last day, I want to let you know, they put the feet in the letters. Don't eat that shit. This one might have gone too far. Unless, you know, like he didn't tell them at the end. That was a joke. He might have, but even then, you probably should go to like an actual like restaurant, you know, while it's open, and tell people that to their face.
This is my last day because the manager, did you guys get lettuce on your burgers? Yeah. The manager was like putting his feet in the lettuce and shit. Yeah, a bunch of weird shit going on. So, yeah, I think he thought he was the meme, you know? He thought he was him.
Right, that one, you know, if I was the editor, I'd be like, hey man, that one particular, you'll probably be cut out, all that shit. But yeah, overall, you know, I don't think it was that bad of a video, of a prank. It didn't seem that harmful to the image of In-N-Out. But regardless, you know, I guess the lawyers were so livid that now they sued him. And like that video was from 2 months ago, but however, he only got the lawsuit, I believe 9 days ago on the 20th, very recently. Finish up the video by reading an extract from the lawyer about this from In-N-Out. Because again, in my opinion, the video wasn't that bad, but I have no idea, you know, if he is liable for this. I mean, he must be, because the lawsuit it's actually being filed now, so I have no idea. But anywho, you know, again, yeah, this is from the article by The Independent. If you want to see the actual video, because it's unlisted, right? They have a link around here somewhere for it, so you can find it there. But anywho, right, the lawyer said themselves, for over 7 decades, we have worked hard to create a welcoming and enjoyable experience for every customer who visits us. Recently, we have seen an increase in online media personalities who have chosen to play pranks or practical jokes that are designed to embarrass, humiliate, or upset our customers, their families, and associates. Isn't it, again, you know, for all I know, maybe he asked them like off camera, hey, do you want this or not? Again, like in no prank, in no joke in that video that I see, you know, them humiliating a customer. It wasn't that bad. Just saying. These individuals have engaged in behavior that includes deception, trespass, and lewdness, and other actions that have been posted on social media for the personal and monetary gain at the expense of our customers and the In-N-Out Burger brand. Holy shit. By filing this lawsuit, we are putting all such individuals on notice that In-N-Out Burger will aggressively pursue all legal rights against these individuals going forward. Also, somewhere in the article it said as well that they want you to do three things. They want you to ban them from every place in America, every In-N-Out Burger. They want you getting all profit from that video that they made. And then finally, they want to be paid for all financial damages, which might be up there in the hundreds of thousands, a shit ton of amount, like every other lawsuit demanding this kind of stuff. It might be, I have no idea. Bryan Arnett, right, he posted an apology video, or a response video to this, that's now privated. But in an extract about this, about like what he said, even then, again, I just feel bad for him. In a new video, Arnett responded to a lawsuit while eating In-N-Out in his car. I can't find that video, but if I could, that'd be so funny. Him fucking like eating a burger, like we're talking about this, from In-N-Out. When I stepped out and filmed the video, I kind of knew what kind of water I was stepping into, he said. I knew I was kind of tearing the line a little bit, pushing my luck. I wouldn't say I'm worried about a lawsuit, he added. Like, yeah, sure, it'll probably be annoying, whatever, but whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I mean, if he can be that relaxed, good on him. But, if I was in his shoes, I'd be shitting my pants. Because In-N-Out, they're massive, and they might demand, like I said before, hundreds of thousands. Holy shit. So, if you're a lawyer, drop down in the comments below if he's liable for this in that video. Because again, in my opinion, for the 100th time, it wasn't that bad. I've seen much worse. For all that said, if this lawsuit does actually go further, then all I can really say is I wish him the best. Because that video, I can't lie, it was pretty funny.
¿Te gusta ver vídeos divertidos de Azul?